Hello and welcome everybody to today's training industry product demo, empowering learning achievement for training providers with KITABOO. I'm Liz Spate, the events marketing specialist here at Training Industry, and I'm thrilled to have you with us here today. Before we get started, I would like to quickly go over a few housekeeping items to help you interact with our speakers and get the most out of today's program. So throughout today's event, please feel free to use that chat window to interact with our speaker with any comments as well as questions. This is going to be an interactive session, so we will be addressing questions throughout. And if you haven't so already, let us know where you're joining us from today. I'm coming from rainy Raleigh, North Carolina, so I'd love to hear about you all as well. Additionally, we would love to hear about what you've learned from today's session on social media. So I just dropped in the chat, please follow KITABOO and hashtag TI webinars as you share your favorite takeaways with your colleagues. And when this webinar ends, you should receive a short evaluation survey. We always welcome your feedback on things like content, speakers, topics, or anything else you would like to share with us. So be sure to complete that survey after the event. And as always, today's webinar will be recorded and archived on trainingindustry.com, and you'll receive a follow-up email from us that will include the link to the on-demand program for you to share with your team. If you've attended one of our programs in the past, thank you so much for joining us again. And if this is your first webinar with us, welcome. At Training Industry, we offer dozens of webinars with subjects ranging from AI to analytics to onboarding, upskilling, and reskilling. We cover about every topic relevant to leaders of training organizations around the globe. And now let me get started by introducing you to today's speakers. JC is the VP of Global Sales at KITABOO with over 25 years of experience empowering training providers to achieve their digital learning goals. He specializes in helping organizations transform static training content into engaging, interactive digital experiences that drives a learner's outcome. And Tejas is a seasoned senior product marketing manager at KITABOO, a leading digital publishing platform for creating impact training experiences with 6 years of experience in ed tech and digital content space. Tejas specializes in helping training providers transform their educational content into high engaging digital learning. And with that, gentlemen, take it away.
Hi, thanks, Liz. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. Thank you for joining us today for our very special webinar on empowering learning achievement for training providers, sponsored by the training industry and hosted by KITABOO. My name is Tejas, and I'm a senior product marketing manager here. I'll be your host for today's session. We are absolutely thrilled to have so many training professionals and providers from across the globe with us today. We know your time is super valuable, so we appreciate you dedicating it to learning more about KITABOO and what we do. We can help you enhance your training programs and how we can make them more engaging and interactive. Before we dive in, just a few quick notes for you. We'll be recording today's session, as Liz already said, and the recording will be available on the Training Industry website post the webinar, so you can check that out as well. We also encourage you to ask questions throughout the webinar. It's a totally interactive webinar. So please use the Q&A box or the chat window as well. You can put that in the chat as well, whatever questions you have. And it's at the bottom of your screen. We'll do our best to address them as many questions as possible during our dedicated Q&A segment at the end as well. Today, we're going to give you a very concise overview of KITABOO and what it can do, and then jump straight into a live product demo. Our goal is to show you how KITABOO is a digital ebook platform with its interactive authoring tool, and it will empower you to create, deliver, and manage highly engaging and interactive training content that truly will boost your learner achievement. Leading us through today's session is presenting the overview and the demo as well is Jagdish. We also call him JC. He's a Vice President of Sales. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to JC to get started. JC, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tejas, and good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Nice to meet you all, and thank you so much. Yeah, I see the poll response, and 60% are saying, making content interactive and engaging. That's the biggest challenge. I think that resonates with what we hear from our customers as well. So today's webinar will try to address some of those challenges. And let me quickly share my screen and we'll walk you through all of that today. All right, I hope you all see my screen.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So KITABOO is a digital publishing and training delivery platform. It helps you create interactive training manuals, training materials, and securely distribute them to your learners. There are different models there that we support. It could be for internal employee training, it could be your external partners or Salesforce or any other kind of training. There's individual focused as well as there's classroom and cohort type of training as well, which is supported on the KITABOO platform. Uh, the survey, whatever we asked you the question, we also keep looking at similar questions and trends within our users, prospects, as well as the existing customers. Some of the challenges that we see in the training space are the content security, IP protection, making it more interactive and engaging, and then measuring the analytics or measuring the outcomes of the training content. Obviously, we all have to show the ROIs as well, right? So measuring and getting those insights is one of the key challenges that we hear. And then, of course, monetizing the content that you have created and invested so much money in creating. So these are some of the common themes that we hear. And KITABOO is custom built or built to suit and help with all of these things. With the slide deck, I'm going to show you how it is done, and then we will also show you some of the live examples, and you will get a sense of what it is. So KITABOO has been around for about 15 odd years now, and about 120 plus active customers on the KITABOO platform. Millions of titles hosted and delivered through the platform. There's about 6.5 million active users on a month-on-month basis. Uh, when it comes to customer segments, we serve a lot of different types of customers, including publishers and education companies and all that. Within training, you see some of the names listed out here. Most of you might know American Red Cross. Pat Pilot is a aviation training company. They train pilots, especially the helicopter pilots. Then you have the KOI Center, On Fulfillment, Extreme Labs. They're all in the software and software services space, and they all use KITABOO platform for their training needs. Also, the KITABOO platform, we understand that most of the platforms don't work in silos or just independently, and it has to be connected with other systems so that whether you're creating content in some of the platform and bringing it to KITABOO, or you have your user management and single sign-on on some other systems, which the KITABOO will have to integrate with, and of course reporting and all of that. So we understand that there has to be those integrations to make the system work for you. So we understand that, and we have created standards-based integration points. So we have APIs that can be used to plug into some of your systems. And if you require any custom integrations, we can do that as well since we have open APIs. Sorry about that. I'm a little under weather today. Uh, but if you have like learning management systems which are LTI compliant, it's more of a plug and play type of an integration. So it works seamlessly with your systems. When you subscribe to KITABOO, when you get KITABOO, what are you going to get? These are the two main components which are available. One is the KITABOO Reader, and the other is the KITABOO Studio. KITABOO Reader is the end user facing platform where your readers, learners will be able to access the content, whether it is books, e-learning, audio, video. Tejas, is there something in the chat?
No, actually, I'm just
All right.
chatting with the
Okay.
attendees over here.
All right, all right. So yeah, whether there is books or audio, video, e-learning, whether it is COM or HTML, all of that can be hosted and delivered through the KITABOO reader, and the users can access it online, offline through the apps that we have. So basically, making it easy for the users so they can access it seamlessly anytime, anywhere. Uh, Especially with single sign-on and all, it makes it much more frictionless for the users to access. Then the KITABOO Studio is your backend or the admin tool where you as training creators and training providers can maintain and manage the content, distribute licenses, look at reports and all of that. Both the reader and studio are typically white labeled, so it carries your branding, your the logo, colors, fonts, all of that. Uh, in fact, the URL also will be branded, so we can use your own URL for that. And as I said, we also provide those apps for iOS and Android, so the users can access it on their phones uh, wherever they are. Uh, of course, we also have support for different languages on the UI. So if there is somebody who's speaking Spanish or native Spanish speaker, and they can change the language on the UI so that it's easier for them to access the content and easy to interact with the platform itself. There are tools for interaction between users. If you have a classroom kind of a setting, the instructor and the learners can interact with each other. In case of corporate, the manager can, supervisor can assign the content to the employees, and then there could be interaction between them. There's annotation tools to take notes, highlight the content, maybe bookmark so that they can come back and revisit. So all those things are part of the KITABOO platform, and it is accessibility compliant. So we take care of the WCAG 2.2 AA level compliance. So as long as your content is also accessible, you are good with it. If your content is not accessible, we can do the accessibility audit and help you make the content accessible as well. The studio platform, as I said, this is also white labeled, cloud hosted, self-serve. So you get to upload your content or create new content on the platform. I'll show how that is done as well. And then if you have existing content that you upload, you can make it interactive by adding enrichments in the platform itself. Everything drag and drop, you don't need any technical skills or coding skills to create content. Then you can distribute the licenses and issue content access. And then, of course, the dashboard and analytics. So, some of the key things or the challenges are engagements, analytics, security, distribution, and branding. So, all of these things are addressed by KITABOO, and KITABOO, in a way, is built to address all of these concerns. And these are some of the common ones that we have seen across the customers that we have and the prospects that we keep talking to on a day-to-day basis. Uh, so with that, I think y- I want to again. This is also something that I will use in the demo today. So aviation supplies and academics is one of our customers based in the US, uh, and they were typically using print manuals and PDFs to be given out along with their courses, and they were having challenges with securing the content and not knowing how they're accessing the content and all of that. So they came to us, and when we set up the KITABOO platform for them, in the year one itself, they saw 5,000 users adopt to the KITABOO platform. It's as if everybody wanted it, and as soon as we gave the platform, we started the user count ticking on the platform, and the level of engagement right from the beginning till the end of the year we could see tremendous improvement in the engagement as well. And of course, they get to see much more detailed analytics. So they are working on better content development as well with the analytics that they get out of the KITABOO platform. So I think with that, I'm going to just quickly switch over uh, to the KITABOO demo. Tejas, do you have anything else to add at this stage? Are we okay? All right. So feel free to ask any questions that you might have in the chat. Tejas is there to help us with any questions while we do the demo. In the demo that I'm going to planned for today, I'm going to show the end user platform where the users can access the content, uh, look at different types of content, books, audio, video, and all of that. And then I'll go to the backend and show how the content is created, whether it's an activity or ebook or a SCOM package. So that's how it is planned for today. So this is the KITABOO player, and if you look at the different instances, you get to see the white labeling that I'm talking about. Uh, this one is a company called the Wine and Spirits Education Trust. They're UK based. Everything is based on KITABOO, but if you see the URL, the logos, and all that, it's different for different customers. And this is the American Academy of Ophthalmology. This one is the American Red Cross, all of them having different URLs and the logos and all that. In case of the American Red Cross, we also have a single sign-on, so they can sign in with the credentials that they have for their learning management system. Now, if we go back to our KITABOO branded platform, let me quickly sign out of this. So this is the end user facing platform player. Uh, and if you see, there are apps available, and apps right now, these are all KITABOO branded apps. But when we implement it for customers, it's going to be your own branding and logo, colors, and all of that. Sign in using username and password. There's single sign-on options available. There's access codes. If you've distributed access codes, user can put in the access codes and create their own account and access the platform. This is what I was talking about when it came to when I was mentioning the multi-language support. So if you change the language, everything, all the labels on the platform changes. And in case of left to right and right to left languages, the layout also changes of the platform. Now, quickly
So,
going back.
JC,
Yeah.
Malin is asking, is this like an LMS?
So I wouldn't call it a full-fledged learning management system. Uh, but I would, in a sense, it's also a learning management system plus plus, because it also can support your EPUBs, which most learning management systems can't. And then you can have audio, video, and all of that. But we don't have a learning record store. So that's something that is missing in the KITABOO platform. Outside of that, you pretty much have everything else that a learning management system can do.
And the follow-up question is, can I use this on top of my LMS? Like, can we integrate with it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If your learning management system is a LTI compliant LMS, it is a simple 5 minute, 10-minute kind of an integration to plug in as an LTI tool. And if it is a non-LTI, then we can discuss the user journey that you expect and figure out the custom integrations. We have APIs built for all of the expected scenarios and the entry points. So you can use the existing APIs and easily integrate with any of your systems.
I hope that answers your questions, Malin.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me quickly sign in now. Yeah, so once you sign in, this is what you're going to see. And you see the listing of all of the content that you have access to, or which is assigned to you by, could be a supervisor, manager, instructor, whatever it is. Uh, on the left, you see all the different categories that the content belongs to. This is This is based on the demo that we have created, and it is all configurable and customizable. So when your content is getting uploaded, with that, we also define the categories that are available, that need to be available on the platform. So based on your content, the categories and the content will be different. And you can quickly organize your content. You can add some of them as favorites. Uh, just by clicking on info, you get to see the table of contents and chapters, short description of the content. Then if you click on this heart icon, it gets marked as favorite for any quick access. And all the titles that I've recently viewed will be available in the recently viewed. Apart from this, we also make it easy for you to find the content that you're looking at. Um, this is a universal search bar at the top, and this scrolls through all of the content on the platform, not just the title, but all of the content itself. Excuse me. And wherever the keyword is available, it will show those books or the content items along with a context of where it appears. For example, this term flying, it is gave me 5 results. So these 5 books have this term, and then each one of them, I get to see where it appears and in what context. I can just click on it and it opens that particular page. Let me show that to you.
So JC, we have a question from Maylin again. She's saying, can I just drag and drop, let's say like a PowerPoint or any other
Yeah,
content format, and then it will turn into a textbook on the
absolutely.
platform?
If you wait for maybe about 5, 10 more minutes, I'm going to show you how that is done.
Yeah.
All
Wait for
right.
it,
So,
Maylin. Let him go through the studio platform and you will see all the magic there.
yes, yes. And if I go back to the home page, there are different types of content. Is there any other question?
No, that's about it for now, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me click on Discovering the Wonders of Human Body. Now, this is it could be a PPT, a PDF, or a Word document that you have, and then you can upload it to the KITABOO platform. It can be turned into something like this. So, excuse me, sorry about that. On the left, you have all of your menu items, whether you want to highlight, write note on the book, or add a sticky note or search for the content in this book. You have all those features available here. And you also have the table of contents to navigate. Again, the table of content is automatically generated, and you have the option to override and make changes to that as well. So along with the table of contents, you have the bookmarks. So if you bookmarked a particular page or section, you can quickly click on that and go to it. So the blue ribbon on the top, it means that you bookmarked this page. If you have not bookmarked, it's going to be like this. Then you can add it and it becomes blue. So that's how you bookmark. Navigation, there's arrows to jump between pages. You can jump between chapters using these navigation arrows at the top. You also have thumbnails of the pages and click on a specific page to get to that page. Uh, in terms of the interactivities, if you just want to take a quick look at all of the interactivities which are available, you can go to the table of contents and resources tab. You will find all the interactivities which are available. This image, you can click and zoom in. It opens up. You can do a full screen as well. And there's this, let me do a single page view. Yeah, single page view and fit to width. So this particular word, breathing, is underlined in blue, means there's a glossary available. So I can click on it, and glossary is also interactive. So there is multimedia added to it. Uh, you can add all of these things, not necessary that you must do all of this, but these are options which are available for you to leverage. Going ahead, this is a audio which is embedded
An
into the
overview of
rather
the
a
human
text to
body as a
speech.
complex machine. The human
So you can add the text-to-speech layer to a specific section of the page, or if you want, there's a title level text-to-speech which is also available on the top. So I
Meet
click
your
on
marvelous machine. What you'll learn.
I can adjust the speed, I can adjust the highlight colors, and the I can choose the voice as well. But basically, this is all related to the system settings. If you if you're on Mac and if you are on Windows, there could be different voices which are available for you to select from. But if you have professionally recorded audio, that can be embedded as well. Multiple images, you can create a slideshow of the images. And then if you want to embed any videos, you can embed like this. It could be embedded inline, or you can also have have it pop out on the side. This is an audio which is embedded. So these are different interactivities that can be added
The
to the
types of
book.
bones. There
This
are
is
four
what I
major
meant when you said you
classifications or
can
types
pop
of
out
bones
and
based on their shape.
view it on the left. So these are some samples, but depending on the use case, depending on what you're trying to do, uh, there's a bunch of other things which are available. There's about 20 plus types of interactivities that we support on the platform. If you need to add additional resource, whether it is external link or downloadable resources, you can do those things as well. In fact, simulations are also supported. So this is a workbook which is turned into interactive workbook. So if you have workbooks and if you're looking to make it interactive workbook, system can automatically detect that this is a workbook, and it will convert it into a workbook automatically. You don't have to invest too much time on creating that as well. These are HTML interactivities or assessments or quizzes. The tool, the backend tool allows you to create these things also. I'll show that to you when I get to the backend. But these are different options, different types of assessments that can be created. I think this is matching of the pairs. There could be figure labeling exercises, there could be hotspots, answer, and then I can submit. And then there are two types of assessments. You can have gradable assessments and non-gradable assessments as well. So if it is a gradable assessment, you can provide certification as well. One of the examples of that is here. Let me show you an assessment. So this had 5 questions and I've got all 5 correct. And then at the end of the assessment, I can also get a certificate. Uh, this this certificate is something which can be customized. You can have digital signatures, a couple of them. You can change. If you have your own template, we can import that template as well. So along with the assessments, you can have certifications for gradable assessments, and then non-gradable are typically used for self-assessment while you're reading the content, some practice and all of that. Along with these tools, we also have what is called this K.AI. This is an AI widget based on Gen AI, and this can, I think, there's a quick poll now. What KITABOO capabilities are you most interested in exploring further? If you can spend a minute on that or a few seconds and answer that, that'll be really helpful.
Yeah, let us know what do you think is interesting in KITABOO so far. We'll let you know the results.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for about 10-20 seconds and then I'll continue with the demo. And while we take the break, if you have any other questions or if you have any comments, feel free to add that in the chat, and Tejas will help us out.
Yeah, let us know your questions in the chat box. So GC, just a question before you go there is like, when I was at a recent training industry event, most of the attendees were asking me this question that we already have an LMS and you layer on with an LMS, you integrate with an LMS. So how is an ebook platform different from an LMS? Where does it differ over here?
That's a great question. See, typically your learning management systems don't support your interactive ebooks that as I'm showing you right now. Uh, the maximum extent that a lot of them go to is delivering static PDFs. Static PDFs are not really resonating with the learners. Uh, but if you make them interactive EPUBs, like what we are showing, there's more touch points, and as and when there's that break and assessments and multimedia, there's better learning retention. Transforming PDFs into interactive ebooks. I think that seems to be the overwhelming response. I'm going to get to that quickly. But yeah, I think Tejas, we'll get to that. I'll talk a little bit more about the books and the LMS component. But continuing with the demo, the Scale.ai is a Gen AI based widget that you can use to create learning objectives, take out summaries of the chapter or the book, and you can also ask the system to generate assessments or questions for you to do self-assessment. Just select the language you want the output to be in, and then the level of difficulty or complexity, then whether you want it to be done for the whole book or a specific chapter. And once you hit generate, it's going to give you all the things that you asked for. So this is the summary of the book, and these are the learning objectives, and yeah, some of the flashcards, of course, the multiple choice questions. So that's how we are using K.AI or AI in our environment right now. But AI is also available in the backend for someone like you who's a training creator. You can use this to create the same things, learning objectives, summaries, Q&A, those kind of things, and embed into the learning content, and it'll be available for all your users. So that's what AI can do for you on the KITABOO platform. Now, quickly looking at the Studio platform, this is the KITABOO Studio, which is your backend platform. Uh, there's a bunch of things available. You can upload your content, manage your content. You can distribute the content. You can add, if you have any institutional customers, you can add them here. Or if it is departments and groups and different branches, you can add them as customers and distribute licenses to them. Individual user level, you can control what they're accessing. You can issue licenses, revoke license, activate and delete users, those kind of things. And there is a bunch of reports and analytics. Before I get to the reports and analytics and all, I want to spend some time in the content tab. So KITABOO Studio, as I said, it supports different types of content. These are the variety of content that can be put or created on the platform. The fixed layout EPUBs, you start with PDF, PPT, doc file, and then you can upload that and then convert into a KITABOO fixed layout ebook, which is your interactive ebook. And then the other formats, reflowable EPUBs, and then you can also create or upload your e-learning courses. Activities are basically your assessments that you want to create. And then gradable activities are the ones where you can grade and issue certificates and all that. Of course, audio, video are available as well. Now, assume that you've uploaded a PDF or a PPT. I'm going to use this example, which is our KITABOO slide deck. So we've uploaded the KITABOO slide deck and then just converted into a fixed layout EPUB. So this is that slide deck. And on the slide deck, if I want to add any video or image, I can. This is a tool which you can use to create interactive ebooks. Just drag and drop these tools wherever you want. And this is a video. If I want to upload a video, I can upload it from my computer, or if I have any URL that I can use, I can use that as well. For example, if your video is on YouTube, I can add the YouTube link, or Kaltura, Vimeo, Brightcove. If you have any other services, we can work on integrating that as well. Uh, and then if I want to hide this visual cue, I can do that as well. So it's just a hotspot. When people hover over it, they can click on it and the video opens up. And how do I want to play? There are different controls which are available. I want it to play inline, or I want a 3D animation. All those different options are available to control how it appears on the content. Similarly, there is audio. I can click and drop it down wherever I want. Uh, then images, KITABOO widgets, HTML interactivity. If you have, in fact, a simulation or any other HTML object, you can add that here. Let me just not overcrowd it and take to another page. So HTML resources, if you have those packages, you can upload those resources into the book itself, and different parameters and settings are available for that as well. If you're trying to create activities, I'll show that to you in the activity tab. How do you create those assessments? But any other things like cropping an image and making it interactive, so when someone clicks on it, it zooms in. So you can do that using crop image, glossary, audio sync, and then go to book is a hyperlink where you can hyperlink it between different books. Documents, you can upload a document that can be downloaded as well. K.ai widget, if you are allowing the users to use K.ai, you can allow them using the widget here. After all that, you can look at a preview of it and publish it. And if you want to make sure it is WCAG compliant, you can use the WCAG settings as well, and order it, and then look at the color contrast and all of that. And when you're adding any image or video and all, you have the option to make sure that there's alt text also which is added, so you can add that as well. So this is how a static PDF or a PPT can be uploaded to the platform. Once it is uploaded, it automatically gets converted into something like this, and you can open up this markup tool to do the magic that you want to do. All right. So going back, so within the content tab, these are different categories that we've created. So when you're uploading a book or creating a book, you will have the option to add the categories. This is an option which if you're uploading content one at a time, but if you want to do bulk uploads, you can do it via APIs, or you can do it using bulk upload option. So there is metadata sheets which are available, templates with which you can upload the metadata, and our system can, for example, if you put it on your FTP, our system can go into the FTP and then fetch the books and the metadata sheet from there and publish it to the platform. I can filter the content. If I want to just look at all the SCOM packages which are uploaded, I can check that. If I want to like look at just the audiobooks, I can do that as well. So there's filtering option so that you can manage the content easily. It becomes overwhelming when you have a lot of content published. You'll need all of these features to manage it easily. If you want to distribute, it's a fairly simple process. You can distribute titles via email, and if I want to, if I, for example, if I want to distribute this particular book to these two books to this user, I will also get the option to select how long will I get access to this. I say 10 days. I can also make it perpetual or specify the date of start and end of the subscription. I can give access through the access codes, or set a password and allow them to reset when they get that email. So this is if you're distributing to individual users. If you have your own platform or an LMS, you don't need to all of this. You don't need to do all of this. The integration will take care of assigning the licenses, content, and all of that. If you want to do it for your groups, whether it is branches or departments, you can do it through the customers tab. You can group a bunch of users to and add them as a customer, and then you can issue licenses. Even when you're doing the issue licenses, you have the option again to select the titles or the content that you want to issue, and then the number of licenses, device limit, and then the activation date and time, date and the expiry time. So that's the content distribution. And the activities are the assessments that we talked about. Uh, there are two types, as I said. One is gradable and non-gradable. You see the activity type, it says non-gradable, and you have the gradable. Let me quickly click on one of that, resume authoring, and show you how that is done. So this is a free form authoring type of a tool. You can just keep typing the text, and then you can use any of the widgets which are available to just drag and drop and then add your questions to it. So what I've done is I've just dragged and dropped uh, this group activity, and then within the group activity I can have say multiple choice questions, and then I also want to have image labeling activity. So these are different types of activities. Again, when you drag and drop any of them, you have the ability to control the settings, how it should appear, what is the question, what are the answers. uh, all these options are available, and it can be however long you want it to be. You can add different sections as well. I can just click on add section at the top, and then a new section also gets added. I can change it, and I can change the title, header, text. I can add an image as well. So this is basically a WYSIWYG kind of an editor. What you see is what you get. And and when you're doing all of that, you can also add a certificate in case it is a gradable activity. So this is a template that we've added. We can of course change the template and add additional templates as well. Uh, these are the style, and then you want to show the score, percentage or grade, and then some colors and all that, so you can change how the certificate looks like. And for the assessment itself, there is settings at the top. So I can go to the settings and say, show the answers after submission or after manual review, whether I want it to be timed or not, what is the passing score, and how much is the points for each of those questions. Of course, the feedback, manual feedback should be given, correct answers, wrong answers, and things like that. Non-gradable. So once you do all of this, you get to see a preview as well. You get to see a preview in your laptops. How would it look in tablets, and then how would it look in on the phone? It is completely responsive, so it works well on any of the form factors. So that was the gradable activity. But if you look at non-gradable activity, everything else would remain the same, except that there's no certificate option and there are no settings for score. So this is typically used end of the chapter just for self-assessment, just to see how the students are grasping the concepts and things like that. If you have this K.AI enabled, you can use this also to generate your questions or fill up the blanks. So these are different types of activities you can generate using K.AI and then embed it in any of the books that you want. Okay, so that's on the KITABOO activity creation. If you have any questions, or if you want to dig deeper into any of these, how to convert or what format is better and things like that, feel free to drop us a note, and then we'll set up a time with you to showcase that in detail. Now, I think I showed you the customers. Users is fairly straightforward. You get to manage your users, whether they're instructors or learners. You can revoke licenses, assign licenses. If somebody is having trouble accessing content, you can reset the password and things like that. When it comes to analytics, there's a bunch of reports or standard dashboard which is available, which gives you a overall health check of the content on the platform. Uh, it shows you the most popular content, the most active customers. If it is in a company context, it could be the groups or departments, HR, finance, IT, those kind of things. Uh, and how are they interacting with the content? Basically, are they marking any content as favorite? Are they accessing any resources? How many notes, highlights, bookmarks are they doing? Things like that. And you also get to see the usage by geography, and both of these, the popular titles and usage, you get to see by unique sessions as well as the time spent on the platform.
So, JC, there's a question from Harold, and he's asking, will we have any information on pricing today in this demo?
In the demo, unfortunately, no, we are not going to talk about the pricing. But if you can put in your email address or you can reach out to me, I can share the pricing with you after the demo. And this is my email address. Tejas, if you don't mind, just type it in the chat
Yeah, sure.
box. Yeah.
I think we can also have a more customized demo according to their
Absolutely.
business
Yeah.
model, and
So
they can
we
request on the website as well. So I can put in that link later on in the chat as well.
absolutely. And we also create proof of concepts and demos, if you will. So if you want a customized demo to be created just with your content, we can do that also. Don't worry, it won't be shared with anybody else. It will just be for you with your own access credentials. Uh, we can sign NDAs and all that to make sure that everything is above board. Uh, so this is the standard dashboard which is available. But if you want to look at deeper details, you can go to the admin center and click on reports. So this reports, I mean, we capture a bunch of data, and not all of that is converted into a report which is visible out here, but the data is available. So if you're not seeing something or if you want a custom report to be built, we can always do that. As an option, we can also send the data back to you so that you can use that in your either Excel or any business intelligence tools to create your own visualizations and reports. When it comes to the reports that we have here, I think some of the interesting ones that I look at are book statistics and user statistics and all. Book statistics or content level stats is typically used to see how many people are accessing that content, how are they interacting with that, and things like that. It also helps in the context of royalty payment for authors as well. May not be so relevant in your case. Uh, but yes, this gives you a sense of how a particular piece of content is performing, how many unique users, how much time they're spending, where are they from, things like that. And of course, you can the time frame can be defined so that you get to see the report that you are looking for. User statistics is another interesting one where I get to see how each user is using the platform. So how much time they're spending, what book, what pages they visited, all that details will be available. Of course, it's only available for you as an admin. Uh, so it's not something which is available for the users. Users can see their own performance on the platform. So if I go to the KITABOO player, the user-facing platform quickly, on any of the books, I click on info and there is analytics also. So if it is a group setting, then the instructor or the supervisor will be able to look at the reports for all of the users. But if it is just the user, then they'll be able to see the stats for themselves, how much time they've spent. I'm not sure why it's, yeah. So how many books assigned, how many are open, what is the average time, um, average reading time, how many notes, highlights. So all this data, this is available for the users themselves. But if it is a supervisor who has some employees also mapped to him, they'll be able to see the employees' data as well. Now back to the studio. Studio has deeper details, insights available. That is something that you as a training creator or the company can use for further reporting. Group level, if you want to group it, the nomenclature here is slightly misleading. uh, it's customizable, and it is customized so that if you have different levels, you can have those different levels. Basically school and district, so that's the hierarchy. But in a training context, it could be a department, it could be branch and multiple branches, things like that. Activated users, this is relevant because our pricing depends on the activated users. So our pricing typically depends on the number of activated users on the platform. And what we mean by activated user is somebody who has accessed at least one book on the platform. Uh, if you've just assigned licenses to 1,000 people, we don't consider all 1,000 to be activated users, but only the ones who access the content are considered activated users, and we bill users for those users. I think we've covered pretty much all the things that I wanted to show today. But if you have any specific questions or want to look into anything in a bit more detail, I can do that also. And while we wait for those questions and all, I think there's a
Have
quick
another
poll.
poll.
Yeah.
Yes, we have another poll. Please do answer it. If you want us to contact you for a demo, maybe you'd like some more information from us first, or you would like a demo at this time, let
Yeah.
us know.
And apologies, I've been coughing a bit and drinking water, under the weather today. So while we wait for the polls, I wanted to show you other content types as well. So this one is an audiobook. Even audiobooks, you can embed assessments at the end of it.
Services and platforms and protecting their intellectual property.
So if you look at the right side, you have the different tracks in the audio. If I bookmarked any particular point in time, I get to see that in the bookmarks tab. Speed forward it or back it up a little bit, bookmark a particular timestamp, say
With a robust PRM.
see.
That's why we have KITABOO, an impactful digital
The bookmark
content
comes in
publishing
here.
platform.
I think we have
Speed,
just 5 minutes left, and we could probably open this up for if
yeah.
anyone has any questions to ask based on our demo. Now will be a really great time.
Yeah.
Ask us in the chat.
And this is an example of a video book.
And the natural system for secondary and tertiary treatment of water. This project and tertiary treatment of water.
So you can also upload your videos, which most of the training providers generally have their videos and their workshops, their online workshops that they want to convert. You can do that as well on the platform.
Lovely. Well, it doesn't look like there's that many questions left. I feel like you guys covered so much good stuff. So is there anything else you would like to share, or are we going to give people a couple more minutes back in their day?
I just want to say thanks, JC, for excellent overview. Really nice demo of KITABOO. It's truly impressive to see how quickly static content can be brought to life. And thank
Yeah.
you to all the attendees here. Thank you for your patience. We hope we have been able to provide you with a clear understanding of how KITABOO can empower your training initiatives. If you have any more questions or are interested in a more personalized deep dive into KITABOO, then it will be great if you can, visit one of our pages that I've entered in the chat over there, request a demo with us. If you directly want to book a call with us, on a calendar link is also mentioned in the chat. On behalf of KITABOO and the training industry, I'd like to extend a sincerest thanks for joining us today to everyone. Truly appreciate your time and interest. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen. And thank you, JC, for powering through that demo while being sick. You did excellent. So thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
So
Yeah.
much.
And for everyone else, don't go just yet. I have some follow-ups I would love to share. We have some great up and coming additional webinars, including our leader talk this week. You can register for these programs and past webinars now at trainingindustry.com. And all of our webinars are pre-qualified for a credit hour by HRCI, SHRM, ISPI, and CPTM. So if you need those codes, please send an email to me or anybody on the TI team, and we will send you those. If you're like, what is CPTM, Liz? It is the Certified Professional and Training Management Program that assists you in developing core competencies that will empower you to manage your future training needs of your organization. So you can find more at trainingindustry.com/training. And I would love to meet you all here in Milwaukee this fall for the 2025 Training Industry Strategy Summit. Collaborate with peers, industry experts, and thought leaders as you build, refine, and future-proof your organizational learning strategies. This is more than a conference. It's a working session for learning leaders who want to align learning with business outcomes. So early bird savings are available through July 31st, and you can learn more at summit.trainingindustry.com. Lastly, that evaluation survey should have popped open in another tab in your browser, and we appreciate hearing your feedback for today's session. Thank you to our amazing speakers and our amazing sponsor, KITABOO. But lastly, I thank you all for your time and attention today. I hope to see you next time. Have a great week and a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.